Hey friends, Dr. Babar here. Today I am going to discuss about the skull of human body, superior view. In this view there are bones and these are lines which are sutures and two fontanelles, the anterior fontanelles and posterior fontanelle. So in this there are two bones, two frontal bones, two parietal bones, and bone on the posterior side is a occipital bone, and these are lines. These are called sutures of the skull. Sutures are the lines formed where the individual bony plates of the skull meet one another, and the suture between two frontal bones is called frontal suture, and the other suture which is crossing the skull is called coronal suture. You can easily remember the suture by name, as it is crossing the skull. So C for crossing, C for coronal suture. And the suture between two parietal bones is called sagittal suture, and the suture on the posterior side is called lambdoidal suture. Then there are fontanelles, anterior fontanelle and posterior fontanelle, and the fontanelles are at the junction of the various sutures. So anterior fontanelle is of diamond shape, and the anterior fontanelle is at the junction of frontal suture, coronal suture and sagittal suture, and the posterior fontanelle is of triangular shape, and it is at the junction of sagittal suture and lambdoidal suture. So the fact that these sutures are not united is important for labor. It allows these bones to move together and even to overlap. The parietal bones usually tend to slide over the frontal and occipital bone during fetal life, and it process is occur at the delivery. Furthermore, the bones themselves are compressible. Together, these circumstances of fetal skull allow a process called molding to occur, which effectively reduces the diameter of the fetal skull and encourages progress through the bony pelvis without harming the underlying brain. However, severe molding can be a sign of sphalopelvic disproportion. Thank you. I hope you got the concept.